right, question 27. We have this block diagram which represents a plate boundary, and we need to figure out where this is in the world. So let's analyze a couple of things first off. These two plates, as you can see, are running into each other. There's an arrow running this way and an arrow going this way. And that means that this area is converging. It's a convergent plate boundary. Okay. Now, this is related to your reference table, this specific page number 5, and we need to find convergent boundaries. But very specifically, we want ones that are two oceans that are colliding. As you can see here, this is, as it says, oceanic crust colliding with oceanic crust right at this boundary right here. And so we want two oceans colliding. So we kind of have to go through all the choices to see which ones are representing oceans colliding. So let's start with the Antarctic plate and the Indian Australian plate. If you find those two places, here's the Indian Australian plate, and here's the Antarctic plate, and here's the boundary between them. As you can see, the arrows are going opposite ways, and that actually represents what's called a divergent boundary. So it can't be that one. That doesn't make sense. So we're going to get rid of choice number 1. Okay, second choice, we have the Philippine plate and the Eurasian plate. Okay, let's find where that's located. Here's the Philippine plate, and here's the Eurasian plate, and we have a collision between those right in here. So that's a potential option, okay? And that seems reasonable because we have an ocean here and an ocean here. So I'm going to leave that as a possibility. I'm thinking that's the answer, but I just want to eliminate the others before I do that. So African plate, North American plate. Here's the African plate right here. North American plate is over on this side. And as you can see, they're actually spreading apart. This is another one of those divergent boundaries, the mid-Atlantic ridge between them. Okay, so it's not that one. Get rid of 1 and 3. And then finally, Scotia plate, South American plate. If you look for those two, Scotia plate's kind of small. It's located right here at the bottom of your map. And as you can tell, the South American plate is right above it. And they're just sliding past each other in this kind of boundary called transform. So it's definitely not that one. So the answer is definitely number 2, the Philippine plate and the Eurasian plate. And as you can see, some other features that are prominent in these areas are these island arcs. And in that region of the world, in the Philippines area, there are a lot of islands right along this boundary here, including going up into Japan, which is very actively volcanic. Okay, so the answer to that question was number 2.